All right. So, hey, everybody. We back again.
Back again.
There it is. I'm Spencer. And of course, that's our licensed clinical therapist, Nazir. That guy. This is the Different Spectrums podcast.
It is.
Welcome. We talk about movies, shows, and mental health. Yeah, yeah. We also have a little bit of fun, and we like to laugh. A little bit. So don't take us too seriously.
You have a stroke?
I wish. Don't forget to run up those likes for us. We'd really appreciate it. All right. So with that, we today are going to be talking about Minions: Rise of Gru. Yes.
Question, people. Question.
Yes, he has a question.
It's Guru.
Yes, because there are multiple R's in Gru.
It's the Rise of Guru.
It wouldn't even the way that you fucking like do it, it'd be Gur.
Guru. I don't know. I just feel like my whole family can't spell any or pronounce anything.
So you add letters onto a fucking name?
It sounds like it looks. Guru.
Isn't it GRU?
Yeah.
It's Gru, you fucking idiot.
Guru.
All right, so
okay.
Jesus. All right, so we're taking a look at a scene that doesn't even have Gru in it, so we just did that for no fucking reason. So in this scene, Kevin, Stewart, and Bob are trying to save Gru from one of the villains that kidnapped him, and so they go to Master Chow, who helped save them in an alleyway from a couple of bad guys, and they want to learn Kung Fu. Master Chow is actually played by Michelle Yeoh, I think that's how you say her name, who just won an Oscar for Everything All at Once.
Everything, nothing, something, all the time, anytime, anywhere.
There you go. Look at that. We know how to do things.
It's definitely not
incorrectly. I know it's that. So in this scene, we're going to be, this is just a fun scene. So we're just going to be talking about teaching, learning, failure, and then progressing through small goals.
Yes.
We're probably not going to get through any of that. We're just going to laugh at them and be like, ha, it's funny.
They're idiots, just like all my clients.
Yeah, there you go. And then we're going to talk about our own our own parents and how they struggle to learn.
Yeah.
And
parents.
Then they get angry and frustrated.
Parents, students, friends.
Yes, all of the above.
It's to the left.
Jesus. All right, Nazir, anything before we get into the clip?
As always, people, much love. Thank you for tuning in. The podcast. Remember, please subscribe down low. Hit the little button. Go in and hit the little button. And if you follow us, Jesus, just messed that up. Follow us on Spotify. Right? Click follow on Apple. Follow. Bloop. And thank you to our subscribers. Thank you to our people that make the donations to us monthly, which is much appreciated. It helps us buy new things because we're going on location come May.
Yeah.
Doing a road trip. All the way to the West Coast.
West Coast.
All right. Let's have some fun. Let's laugh about the frustrations of teaching humans and just being an idiot. So, whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
Pretty groovy, huh? We begin with a basic kick. Now you. Okay. No kicking. This is a melon hammer. It's a weapon. This is Fred. He is a dummy. Never underestimate a dummy.
Dummy. Hello, Fred.
Now attack!
Romana Battalion, Molotov. Fred.
Doubt tells me I cannot break this wood. But doubt exists only in the mind. You know what I say to my mind? Now, you.
Kevin. Beijo, patates Molotov! Come, nous les cassos!
Okay, clearly we are not ready for philosophy. Let's just train.
Okay. Yeah.
Rest up. Tomorrow's going to be even worse. Fighters have asked me, how did I become a great master?
Oh, hey, Luca!
Even the smallest of us are capable of great things. You just dig down deep, find your inner beast, and...
Gesundheit?
Now you try.
Rawr.
Find your inner beast. Stop this kick. We have a lot more work to do. Whoa.
Sommis les cadeaux, tous les voilà, ok? Bulldogger, hein?
Kevin, Stuart, and Bob, you are ready. No. Ready for your Junior Kung Fu Achievement badges. They're dead.
All right. And we are back again. So we took a look at the scene of
The deepest
Kevin.
scene we've ever seen.
I know. We're going to get real deep on this. Kevin, Stuart, Bob training with Master Chow, both in the woods in her dojo. Why'd you pick the scene? Why'd you pick it?
Because when I was watching it, I'm like, look at these fucking idiots.
Oh my God.
And I was like, and they're so small, and I'm such a large human, and I feel like this is me in the office when I'm trying to teach the youngins.
Right.
they're all 17 to like 30, but I mean everything's almost said a bad word. Everyone's a small person to me.
Oh my god.
They're just so dumb. I say that with all the love in the world. I love my humans. Love them.
Right. Yes.
But they're idiots.
They're stupid. They're stupid people.
They're just stupid people. And I just love how, just funny they are, goofy they are, and they're trying to learn, and they keep messing up, and then they get so excited because they actually do well. It's like the come up you see in every sports movie ever, right? They sucked, and they get better, and it's really hard, and there's the talk, and then they progress, and now they're gonna go fight, the big bad wolf or whatever.
Right.
Except for this one, it's like, you're ready, and they're like, fuck it.
We're out of here. Boss, here we come.
Yeah. You literally were gonna get your badges for like completion of round 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just so funny, dude. Like, I can therapeutize a couple different things in there now that I got to rewatch it. They definitely have ADHD. They're definitely young, definitely immature. They're full of love and protection of their boss, Guru. I love how he tries to hit his head on the board, and then he's like, "I got this, Kevin." And then he starts smacking him against the board. Like, shit.
He's such an asshole.
Yes. And the little dumb one, he's like so loving, making marshmallows and hugging the dummy, and then they realize his head's like impenetrable, so that would be like finding your strength. Like, look at you, like you're completely worthless, but you're funny.
You're only good for getting things hit on your head. Good for you. Good job.
You're really good at getting your ass kicked. I tell you what.
You know what? I've seen some ass kickings, but you take the best of them.
You take the best beatings I've ever seen.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's just pure comedy.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna throw it back to you, man. Out of all that stuff, because there's a lot of funny stuff.
Right.
What is your favorite like little shenanigan that happens in those 2 minutes of that compilation of her and them?
I love the fact of when like they're trying to beat the doll up, or the fighting doll, and it just beats the shit out of him. Even though it's like he's not even hitting anymore, it's just like slamming into him and hitting him back and forth. That was a good one. I also liked it when they were in the woods and she just kicked the shit out of him so bad he went through like 5 trees. He went through 5 trees.
It's like, stop this kick. And he's like, what? Yeah, very relatable, metaphorically. Have you ever took a kick to the head?
Have you been kicked through 5 trees in your life? There you go.
I got kicked so hard, my testicles left on the floor of my body for somewhere else.
What are those 2 round things? Oh.
So drop some peaches.
Oh my God, Jesus! How big are your nuts?
I'm about to pass out.
How big are your nuts? Just peaches. Jesus.
Oh man, I needed that laugh. So somewhat relatable. If we advertise this, let me break it down. Let me break it down now, people.
Yeah, break it down, please.
Please break this shit down.
For the love of God.
For the love of God. Okay. So yeah, as I was saying before, I almost had a stroke. Sorry, folks. I'm feeling a little nauseous today. I've started this new medication, and it's just making me like horribly sick. So we're gonna continue on with the funny pod, though. So the dummy,
Yeah,
you know, my clients come into the office, and we therapize some stuff, we work on some stuff, we strategize. Okay, we're gonna do this, this, and this, and it'll lead to this, this, and this. And they come back next week. I said, did you do this, this, and this? They said, yeah, it kicked me right in the ass. I said, this was the easy stuff. Like, though, everyone underestimates the easy stuff. It's like the daily tasks. To drinking water, exercising, eating somewhat healthier, trying to get to sleep, trying not to doom scroll on TikTok all night. Like, that's the easy stuff that you're probably, it looks very like docile, probably going to kick your ass into submission. That's some of the easiest stuff to mess up, fuck up the rest of the week. Right? If you tell me that you're a night owl, I'm like, okay, don't worry about grinding in the morning. Let's kind of struggle bust it then, and then you grind later in the night, and then just know that you're gonna, sleep a little later. I mean, we can find a way to strategize to make this all work out. But if you immediately fuck everything up, that's fine. But also know that the next week we have to make more changes. Right. Eventually, the dummy's not going to kick your ass. But the simplest things will trip everyone up, and then they give up in therapy. The simplest things will trip you up. They're like, "Fuck! If I can't do this now, how am I supposed to get over my trauma?" Like, hold the fuck on, asshole. Like, give me a couple weeks. You know me for 45 minutes.
Hey, you person with trauma, shut the fuck up. All right?
Yeah.
Just shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. Let me do my job, okay?
Let me tell you how it is. All right.
Yeah. Naj, you didn't fix me. Well, you're too broken, so.
Oh my God.
That's not true, people.
No, yeah.
No, you're never too broken. I mean, no one will
can always be more broken.
You can always be more broken. Either way, no one will love you.
Yeah, you can always be torn down a lot more than you think.
Sally, it's fucking true. People are like, this is rock bottom. I'm like, this is not rock bottom. So always be grateful for what's going on. But no, the simplest things will trip you up. And so then people feel like shit. So give it time. Give it time to work through the stuff. Give it time for the strategies. Give it a couple weeks, couple months to work through things. But know that the simplest stuff like the dummy can kick your ass. The second thing you thought of, this is kind of mean, probably being mean, kind of like she wouldn't be mean. She's trying to teach them. I'm going to jab you right in the head with a kick. Like, I do that too in therapy. I'll be like, I'll say something or they'll tell me something that a therapist, is good to hear. But then I'll subtly or I'll sarcastically use it against them at the end of the session.
Jesus. They have a problem with intimacy and you're just like, hey, love you. Psych. Just shut the door.
Yeah, they'll say something like that or something funny that happened or embarrassing that happened. And I'm like, hey, well, at least it didn't happen, or at least you won't die alone after they just got broken up with or something. It's just, yeah. I think someone told me the other day that a coworker told me that one of their clients was possibly being flirtatious with them or working their social skills, and they might have asked the counselor out. And I thought, it was hilarious. It happens. It's happened to me. It's happened with men and women. It's happened for platonic friendship and wanting it to go. Well, yeah, I have people like,
with
man,
you motherfucker.
Yeah, dudes have been like, yeah, man, you want to go catch dinner? I'll buy dinner for you. I'm like, motherfucker, I can't let you buy dinner for me. Then I'll be like, I'm going to the weight pit. I'm gonna go to the weight pit with you. Motherfucker, you're not going with the weight pit with me.
Talk about intimacy. Jeez.
Yeah, they be like, yeah,
take you to the weight pit, man.
I'm trying to tell you. And I have to tell them, I'm friendly, but I'm not your friend. There has to be these boundaries. And so the counselor, they were freaking out because it happened to them. I said, you're a good-looking person, right? You're treating them with kindness. They love you for who you are, how you're making them feel comfortable. You're pushing them to be social. And they didn't fully ask you on the date. They just said, hey, if you're not busy and I'm not busy, I'll take you out. And I held it all in, was very professional this entire time with this person. And at the end, I was like, so you're going to go on the date?
Not. Stop it.
Stop it. I said, hey, well, if you ever want to break up with your partner.
Oh, you got an option.
They're like, I'm never telling you shit. As they walk back into their office, and I was walking past their office the rest of the day, I was doing this. Shooting arrows at them. They go, what does that mean? I said, you shot an arrow through his heart.
Oh my God.
I'm a piece of shit.
Such an instigator. It's hilarious.
And I said, I'll never tell anyone except for the 9,000 people that we televised to. But like, man, these things happen. I'll be sarcastic and funny at some of the end of the sessions. I remember I was talking to a client a couple weeks ago, another Virgin client, and we were just laughing about, they said something and like how they could get canceled because they said something that was technically fine, but it was inappropriate. And so they made a comment and then everyone checked them on it. Then I made, I was just trying to say something about a button. Everyone's got a button. And I said, everyone's got a button. Some of us, right? We got that secret button somewhere and I just know how to push it. She said, you want to push someone's secret button? And I just looked at it. I was like, you piece of shit.
Damn it. Erase that from the transcript. Erase it.
That's exactly what I said. I said, I'm deleting that you were even here today.
Who? Who was that? I haven't seen them in weeks. What are
So
you
some
talking about?
I don't even know what you're talking about. That motherfucker got arrested.
About to.
All jokes aside, right, I know that we can be humorous with this person, stuff like that. And so sometimes I have some students that can come back at me with some punches.
Mhm.
And sometimes it completely throws me off and it's like hilarious. I end up cracking up laughing. But those little sidekicks, they're funny. So like you
Yeah.
liking that part was funny. Me and you like to do that with our humor, with our friends
Yeah.
and each other.
Oh, yeah. Kick
Yeah.
him right in the face.
Right in
Right
the
in the
face.
face.
And you're like, huh?
What happened? Boom.
Damn. So that's the thing. My favorite part, like I said, was him when he's slamming his head against the wall. Kevin, I can't really therapize that one. I think the only way I can't. I just did. I got it.
Oh, nope.
It's when you're projecting your shit onto others, and so like you're having a bad day, but you'll beat up your partner or your friend. You're like, you're a piece of shit. And I'm like, calm down. You think that you suck, so you're taking it out on Jeffrey. Okay,
Not Jeffrey. Do it to Jeffrey.
Jeffrey. So, and then when the little dude's like hugging the tree and then making marshmallows, I'm like, look how cute you are.
He is. He is adorable.
You simple idiot.
You're stupid, but you're adorable. You know that?
Right? Sometimes you just gotta be cute.
At least he's not stupid and ugly. That'd be a terrible combination.
It's not gonna work.
Fucking Quasimodo over there.
Yeah. My cousin. But the scene I related to was the one where he uses his head because it's like indestructible.
Right.
I was talking to a human the other day and I said, you know what? A lot of you people. That's right. I said you people. What you mean by you people? I said it, you people. A lot of you negative motherfuckers.
There we go.
Yeah.
Another N word was coming out.
Yeah. you thought some ethnic group or gendered based group. You're like, which one is he gonna choose to get canceled?
Negative people. Like, oh, okay.
Got it.
Gotcha.
Negative people. I said everyone looks for like every single little fault when they're dating, when it's with friends, or just socializing. They look for like every little bad thing or thing they don't like, can't trust. It's all this bad stuff. But when you come to my office, it's like a fucking drug task force dog looking for all the things that are possibly good with this human. So you start talking and saying your story, this and that. I'm immediately latching on to shit so I can then face kick you right in the head with all the positivity.
All right.
Sometimes I'm not an asshole. Sometimes I'm like,
oh,
so you said that you suck, you're worthless, you're dumb, you'll never be anything, this and that. No one's loved you. Your parents don't pay attention to you, whatever it is. There's all these things. But just like this little dude, you can take a hell of a beating.
Mm-hmm.
You should be much more fucked up than what you are. This is when I get serious and I start slowing down my speech pattern and I'm no longer being the funny Nas because I've already stolen all the information I needed without them watching. I say it like that to be funny, but it's also true. And you take a hell of a beating and you're still here. That's when the mood changes and then they start to like question what's Nas doing. Then they start to cry very soon. You said you're dumb, but you're in college and your junior year, doing very good, one of the most prestigious schools in the nation. You've gotten your way out of all the traumas that have happened. You made it here. You got some friends. You had some bad relationships here and there and you fucked up. Maybe you're depressed. Maybe you used to self-harm, whatever, but you're still here. You're sitting in my office. You brought yourself to my office, a scary fucking 350-pound Mexican Arab, and you're telling your story, but you're a punk. Sorry to use this word, but you're a pussy. I don't think that's how it works, but you're a failure. I don't think that's how it works. You're a failure when you fully quit. You tell me that you don't know why your friends don't like you, but I know why they like you. You're kind. You're compassionate. You're very anxious, and thus your anxiety makes you funny because you're awkwardly funny about it and you say things. You have a lot of talents and skills that a lot of people would love. But because all this bad shit happened, you won't acknowledge it. So this trauma that you got hit on the head has made you really awesome, really resilient. All these awesome things that I've talked about, they're factual. I'm not a nice person. I've said this in the podcast a million times. The shit I said to you is facts. They usually start to tank or they're just like in shock. So me and a human were talking. And I said, I'm always looking for the positives in people. And then you and others on the East Coast, all negatives. A lot of people, but this person, East Coast, New York, all negatives.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a reason why I'm happier. Because I'm looking for the good shit to connect with. You're looking for, well, they're weird, so I don't want to talk to them. I'm like, yeah, this person's fucking weird as shit, but there's a couple of things that we can hit it off with right now in the moment. I don't want to be their best friend. I want to have sex with them. I don't want to taste their face. I don't want to be around them every single day. But in this moment, right now, at this time, this one topic is satiating enough to talk about.
There you go.
So I look for the positive things. And they said that makes sense. And so then I talked about how I collect data and this and that. And then I use that stuff in the algorithm to gas people up. And I said, sometimes I really don't care about the stuff you say in the beginning. I'm just trying to get you to talk. So then I felt bad afterwards. And I emailed the human and I said, FYI, I mean everything I've ever sent to you or said to you, the good things. But I have to be a certain way to get you to say certain things. And then I can show you the mirror of who you are. I didn't need a response to that person. I just wanted to let them know, like, don't think that I'm saying is BS. It's not BS. So a swift kick to the head is one of my specialties. I was talking to the human the other day and I realized something. I only sign my name Nazir when I really mean it or when I'm crying when I wrote the email. So I told the human, I said, I signed it Nazir. So you know what that means? He said, no, I wondered because I put in parentheses, I never use this name. I said, it means I was choked up when I was writing this. So he said, God, I'm glad you were because I was fucking sobbing. They said, I couldn't even respond to this shit. I just had to put it away. I said, yeah, no, I don't need no response. I know I shot you
my
down.
Computer in the river. It's couldn't do it anymore. It's just sadness.
Yeah, well, they probably threw it in the river with themselves and like some rocks because it was with people. I've learned my email skills and my words cut very deeply in a good way with love. So sometimes it can make people tank. For someone that sucks at fucking texting and writing, I can write a hell of an email when I want to. They're like, I feel loved. I don't know what he said, but I can feel the love.
Hey, gotta put that shit through Grammarly first.
Yeah.
Shout out to Grammarly. Hopefully
Shout
they'll
out
be a
to
sponsor
Grammarly.
one day.
Yeah, because we would not have this podcast if it was not for Grammarly.
Fair point.
Without Canva,
yeah,
Grammarly, OBS, Adobe
Vaseline.
Studio.
Oh,
Vaseline.
Oh.
But yeah, I related to the scene because I thought it was hilarious, and there were some ways to therapize it and have some fun. So now I'm gonna throw it to you.
Yeah.
In any realm of the worlds, of the multiverses, of the empire,
Yes.
I know you've taught people shit.
Yes.
I know you've taught me a few things. Or click this button. This is the special button.
Right. Special button.
It sounds so bad.
It's
I
not
had to
good.
show her that I had a button in my office. I'm like,
I swear to God, it's a special button.
it's
not my asshole.
So
I swear to God. That's a no button.
It's a no. Yeah, I got a button. I bought a Barnes and Noble. It's Oscar the Grouch. Jesus.
You did.
Yeah. You were there with me when I bought it.
No, I probably was.
You were. You're like, that's awesome.
Did I say it like that? What am I? Like a henchman?
Yeah.
Awesome. That's a good one, boss. That's a good one.
Go above.
Jesus.
Fucking Goomba. Okay. I love when we do the funny pods, man.
Yeah.
So you,
Me.
I know you get frustrated when you teach people, or right, and or they don't get it, or you tell them to click this and that. I mean, that happens with everyone.
Sometimes, for the most part, like when it's like my mom, it's different because like my mom, she's a tech, so she deals with all these different machines, like X-ray machines, CAT scans, all that stuff. Like she's trained, like she knows how to use all of these high-tech machines and like break them down to like the smallest thing. When she gets on her phone, she's like a 2-year-old. It's literally just like it's right here. It's this close to your face, like right next to your face. It just pressing buttons and playing Candy Crush. Jesus, mom. And then she doesn't know how to like change any of her settings. She's like, "How do you do this? How do you change the settings?" And I'm like, "I showed you how to change it. I swear." You just press this button. Even when I'm like on the remote with our TV, I'm like, "This is how you like pull up the channels and shit. This is how you do it, and this is how you get to the apps." She's like, "How do you do it again?"
I just don't understand.
showed you.
Just you play with it, figure it out.
That's the thing. Like nobody, like that's what I used to do all the time. I would just play on a phone, and if I fix something, I try to redo it. And if I didn't, well, I'm screwed. But you can usually change things. A lot of people that are older just don't try to play with any of their phones. They're like, if I do that, then I might delete all of my history on my phone and everything's gone. It's like that's not how it works.
It's not how it
Not how
works.
it works
It's
at
not how it
all.
works. Read, read.
Let me put on my readers real quick. Just-
My dad, he came to me the other day. You click a fucking button on here now, the mouse don't work. I can't adjust your computer in months. I have to go in there every once in a while and just like the settings are all messed up, or this doesn't work, that doesn't work. He's like, "Why my mouse don't work?" I'm like, "I don't know, man. Fuck do I know?"
What am I supposed to do about this? It's like, I'm not in Geek Squad. I don't know, man.
I know. It's like every time I reset the router, hacker man.
I know, but you know what? I will say it makes me feel better about myself. Makes me be like, you know what? I'm still in touch. I still know what I'm doing. Right?
I still got it.
Once I hit that point where I don't know, I'll be like, fuck, damn it.
Yep.
I
I'm ready
lost
for the
it.
glue factory.
Yep. I'm a horse now.
Yeah, just kill me. It's a thing. I'm like the techie technically in our office now, and the only reason why I'm a techie is because I keep fidgeting and working with things over and over and over and over and over and over. All
Right.
electronics, the computer programs, and all that. I like to know how they work. That's also
Yeah.
why I know how to cheat and like work around a lot of things in the office.
That's good.
My supervisor was, "Stop messing with shit," because I got caught with something. And I was like, "I figured a workaround already." And she was like, "God damn it."
I already know how to go around the system.
Yeah. Bitch. Does it ever happen with you and Dom when you're trying to teach her something? Or when she's trying to teach you something?
Yeah. No, like she's an old soul kind of. Like with phones she's fine, but like we just played like Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh yeah.
And she hasn't played games in a while, and so she's just like, and then the camera's moving like all over the place. I'm like, you gotta focus on the character and then move where it moves. And she's just like like, where are you going? What are you doing? Where are you going? It's so funny. But you know, with her, I'm always just patient. I'm always just like, okay, she doesn't play a lot of video games, so
No.
and this is a time where she wants, because she loves, obviously we've talked about it, she loves Harry Potter. And so, you know, she got to build her own character and stuff. So I wanted to make the moment like not just about me like freaking out, like, why did you play it right? No, you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
It just wouldn't make sense for me to.
Why did you run in
like
circles? You got us killed.
No, you stop. You got to press the trigger. Yeah. So it's certain situations where like if I teach them something and like I teach them well and they just still don't know, and it feels like they're like not even trying to learn or anything like that, that's when I kind of blow up and I'm like, really? You're wasting my time with that shit? Like, I've
Yep.
been in a manager position where I've had to teach people things, and I've taught a lot of people, and there are a lot of people that were really good at what I taught them, and they're like, okay, and then they get it right away. And even if they screw up once or twice, that's fine. I don't care, because at least they'll tell me about it. But those people that just kind of like whatever, and then they do it wrong just to do it, and they don't even care about it, I'm just like, why did I spend my time trying to teach you anything at all? It
Yep.
just makes no sense. And I bet
We
you
got-
feel that too.
We just got done
'Cause-
talking about that with my students and
Yeah.
them trying to make sure that the people under them, the subordinates or the teaching assistants, are doing the right thing. And then how do you have direct like conflict or confrontation to make sure that they do the correct thing? And then
Mhm.
anxious people, right? They don't want to have that direct conflict, and so they'll just let them fuck it up a few more times. And then it's like, all right, how do you check them? Do you then go to the boss and the superior to like
Right.
check them? That's when it really gets frustrating, is when you're trying to teach someone and they don't care and it's messing up your job now.
Right.
Right. So when I got in trouble with overbooking myself and all that, I felt bad because my superior got in trouble by the main boss. I know she did. So I felt
Right.
bad for that, but I didn't really feel bad for what I did because I was trying to help students.
Right.
But yeah, man, I've done that. Here's a good example. So I'm the techie guy, so I can show a lot of people like what to do on the computer and where to go and the functions and all that. I
Mhm.
know that most people, like when I went to schedule the MRI the other day, she's like, well, you can look and find the MRI machine on our website. I was like, all right, give me the website.
Mhm.
She's like, all right. And I was like, can you give me a step by step on how to get to the video that you want me to see?
Mhm.
And like people just aren't really good with specific, detailed step by step instructions with things. But when
Right.
I'm going over stuff, I'm like, all right, it's over here, bottom left corner on the screen. Like you'll see it here, it's highlighted in blue. I do my
Mhm.
best to give as much description as I can.
Right.
Because when you're trying to tell someone on the computer what to do, you don't know what they're clicking at and you don't know what they're looking at. So you got to be more descriptive to get them into certain areas.
Right.
So I really don't get too frustrated with people there when I'm trying to teach them something and they can't like click on the right thing. I get frustrated when people are trying to teach me and then I can't figure the shit out on the
Mhm.
computer because they're not being descriptive, or I feel like I'm a fucking idiot and that they're like being frustrated with me even though they're probably chill.
Right.
With my clients, the only time I really get frustrated, brother, is when we both know like this, there's a thing like this person's trash, you need to stop dating them. Or when
Right.
you know like your issue is the alcohol, you need to stop with the alcohol. We know that your issue is smoking too much pot.
Yeah.
We know that you need to set boundaries with your parents, or right, or maybe you. Whenever we know that there's something there, or like, hey, like you're gay, just
Mhm.
flat out. Well, you need to accept this, and then we need to start moving forward with this. Well, I'm not, and this and that, or you're asexual, and so I do my best to be patient. When I was younger, I wasn't. Or if I know there's a deep trauma that we need to unpack, I'd be like, let's unpack the trauma. Oh
That's
gosh,
how you unpack.
unpack.
I'm unpacking. Hello.
And so I
Hello,
would
Clelius.
hello. And so I realized that people don't go at my schedule in therapy.
Right. Right.
People aren't. They don't see the issues, and if they did, they wouldn't be coming to you to fucking fix the issue.
Right.
So it took me a while to figure that out after I had a lot of people decompensate in my office and just sobbing and like screaming murder. And I was like, so looked at my boss like in 2017. I'm like, why are they all so broken? Like, why are they all leaving and like they're leaving my office and like dragging? Like they just had an emotional stroke in my office.
What did you do to them?
Yeah, she's like, you're going way too far, processing way too much. You need to back the shit up and then spread it out. I was like, okay. So I've gotten a lot better with being patient and not pushing people too fast, making sure that they can take this stuff, making sure I don't assert my opinion into things.
Right.
Because like I can tell like when it's going a certain direction, I'm like, here's an example. Human comes in to see me doing technically, they're in a relationship. They've done couples therapy. The couples therapist said that they should get divorced. They come to me, they tell me a bunch of stuff. I'm like, okay, looks like we need to get divorced as well. I don't know what else you want me to say that the white lady didn't tell you. but here's the reasons why. Because of safety, this and that, all your school, there's all these different things. Why? I'm being very honest. Why? So then the partner gets therapy because we suggested it. I suggested it. So the other partner gets it individually. Another therapist says, well, maybe you could get divorced, but also you're going to run into the same issues in the next relationship. So maybe you try to figure out right now and work on shit. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. And I said,
You already told where this is going.
well, I said, hey, that sounds actually quite magnificent. I like what she said to her. But also,
Yeah.
she doesn't know that you're getting your ass kicked. So if she did know that, then you knows it's time for the breakup. But I'm glad things got better after they started working on shit. And also, there's some things that are scary in the future.
Right.
So I like to, I'm very tactile when I'm trying to be upfront. Depends on what the client needs. It depends on if there's a danger with self or others.
Mm-hmm.
So it just really depends. But I tell you, sometimes I just want to be like, on Liar Liar, stop breaking the law, asshole.
I know. It's especially, I think we all have the like friend or even more people around us that they just don't realize
The
like they're
problem.
in such a, they don't realize it. And like you tell them the problem in a very calming way, but then they just get defensive about it. And there's nothing you can do or say. And it's just like, why are we even having this conversation then? I don't even want to bring up whatever.
Yep.
Like I have a friend who literally like tells me like she's like, I love my boyfriend, but you know what? Sometimes he's trash pretty much. And I'm like, all right, then why don't you just break up with him? But I love him. And I'm like, no, like, what's the point? It's not going anywhere. Where's it going to go? He ain't doing shit. Dude's just trying to do like music and shit, and he sucks. He's just not going anywhere, right?
Yep.
It's like maybe you need to start working on that and stuff. And then she has like all these other problems with like alcohol and drug abuse and things like that. And so a lot of she likes to blame herself on things.
There's a lot of stuff that she's tied up in, and then she probably thinks that this is what she deserves, and so she can't make the choice, even though we know what the choice is.
Yeah, it's true. And then I'm just like, I try my best not to just blow up because I like
that
her as a
doesn't do
friend.
any good.
It doesn't do anything, right?
Yep.
And that's my thing. And then I just end the conversation there because it's like there's nothing I can say to really change your mind.
I'm in that same position with a ton of students. Or I love this when a student will tell me, they'll come to me and they'll give me some tea about one of their friends that's fucking up. So, oh yeah, I'll spend 45 minutes listening to them. I know all that shit that you said on how you're so mad at them because they don't take your advice. Yeah, how's that shit feel, motherfucker? Yeah, I do that nonstop all day, every day. And with your dumb ass, every week you come with that bullshit. And I tell you, no.
That's why you back in my office now. You're about to say some dumb shit.
Yeah.
I can feel it.
I can feel it. What's the dumb shit Zaneffia gonna say today? I tried to make up a fake name, but that's a real name of someone. It's not a client, it's a person I know. I was gonna say Xenophilophagus. So Xenophilophagus.
Xenophilophagus.
Oh, he's Italian.
Yes.
It's like on a new girl who he's like, oh, she's Jewish. He's like, no, she's Greenfeld. She's not Jewish.
What a show.
I know. What a show. I try to bring it out once an episode.
Great show. But yeah, man, I think we all have those people in our lives, whether you're clients,
whether it's within yourself, clients, friends, right?
All that stuff where they just
you don't know what to do.
Don't know what to do. Don't know what to say. Can't really say anything. Just got to keep on rolling along until one day they hopefully make a choice. And it's the right choice that should be happening. But
it's tough, brother. It is so tough. I think we all struggle with that. So that's why I thought this would be good, relatable, even for you, for everyone.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to teach someone, they're going to fuck up, get hit by the dummy, then you're going to kick them in the head with some good information, and then you're going to try to teach them and give them your love and all that, and then you're like, oh, you're ready, and then they're going to take off, and you're like, you stupid son of a bitch, no, this was just the intake. You still like 5 weeks of therapy left.
I thought I was fine.
No, all I did was like get you to not murder everyone. Like there's so much other stuff behind the murder.
So don't murder people. Got it. Bye.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. I've had to literally, we're not going to touch anyone. Yeah. And they'll be like, fine.
Give me attitude.
Yeah, give me attitude on the murder thing. Like, what the fuck?
Fine. I guess I won't.
I guess I won't. I love when my clients will be like, sometimes you just want to like murder someone. They're like, I'm not going to hurt anyone. They'll immediately start like backtracking it. That way I don't hospitalize them.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know you're not going to murder anyone or kill yourself. Like, yeah, I just thought it'd be nice and just not to be here. I don't want to die, but it'd be nice not to exist. And like every once in a while, I'll be like, I'll go like pick up the phone. They're like, what are you doing? Well, I'm calling 911 to take you to the hospital. And they'll be like, what the This kid told me about smoking weed. He's like, yeah, man, I took a brownie. I was high as shit. And I said, oh, wait a minute. Let me write this down real quick. He said, what you mean? Oh, I got to tell the police.
Damn, they snitching in here. What the fuck?
Yeah. And then after that, I said, so by the way, there's confidentiality. Right? I can't tell anyone this or that. And
Isn't
blah,
it like
blah, blah.
unless you harm somebody, right?
So
you feel
everything's confidential in the counseling office and like legal office and stuff like that. Unless you're going to harm yourself in the moment, it's intimate, or harm someone else, it's intimate. So now that you had thoughts, like it's going to happen now.
Okay, gotcha. That makes
So the
sense.
way I say it is, there's reasons why we can break confidentiality. And specifically, if you're like, hey, Nas, I'm going to take my own life tonight at 9 o'clock, I'm going to do it. You can't stop me. It's going to happen. I'm going to stop you. If you say, hey, Nas, I'm going to take my roommate's life tonight because I'm sick of their shit. I hate them. At 9 o'clock, you can't stop me. It's going to happen. I have the weapons and the means. Well, now I have to stop you. If you tell me someone in your case study, your story, that's under the age of 16 is being hurt physically, mentally, sexually, emotionally, then I do have to report it if you give me their full name. So omit the name. Don't tell me the full name. But if you tell me that full name, I have to ask a few more questions now. If I feel like something fishy's going on, then I have to report it. I'll let you know that I'm going to report it, and then it'll get reported.
Gotcha.
And that also goes for people that are disabled and like geriatric. And that's pretty much the list. And it's federal law that most of us have to read that out loud. They have to sign it, a form, but then also I have to read it out loud. So those are the main things right there.
Okay.
And so sometimes, I'll mess with students, in the intake. But so you do any drugs? And they be like, yeah, well, I don't do no drugs. I said, you don't smoke a little bit of weed? No stick of weed?
Stick of weed.
Yeah, it's for my glaucoma. And so I ain't gonna tell no one now. And then that's when I go into confidentiality. And I always say, I got students that are selling drugs. I can't get them in trouble. They even cut me in.
People, this is a joke.
This is a joke.
This is a joke. He does not sell weed.
That does not sell weed. Well, if you see me as a therapist, you just get an ounce a week.
Hey, how you doing, brother? Oh, there it goes. There he gets it. Yep.
Yep.
That shit was locked.
Yeah, man, it smells good. Yeah, so confidentiality is a thing, but sometimes I like to mess with people if I feel like you can mess with them. Some people obviously you can't.
Right, true.
But yeah, it was a fun scene.
Yes.
So I thought very relatable for a therapist, very relatable for a teacher, mentor, professor. If you're teaching any of your staff in the office, right? There's some funny stuff in here, and it's just funny shit to laugh. I mean, it's the Minions.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? It can't be all serious. Like,
yeah.
Oh yes, we are going to break down this scene. No joking. We cannot joke around.
Yes. Now, I don't know if we had to bring up buttons and peaches today, but hey,
I mean, you did that on your own. All the fruit, off all the fruit. My peaches.
My peaches.
My plums. You ever seen that? You ever seen that? There's a show. Sorry, everybody. Time out. There's a show called Eastbound and Down. Will Ferrell's in it. And then there's a scene where he's trash talking or he's getting hyped the two baseball players, and he's just like, I can feel it in my plums.
Jesus Christ.
Right in my plums.
Oh my God.
It's so funny.
It's intense.
They have a blooper reel and they're just laughing.
Is that Is that the guy with the curl that says that?
with the blonde hair.
Oh, okay. Who's the guy with like the curl, the main leader in that
That's
Eastbound Down?
Danny McBride.
That's the funny guy, the chubby guy.
Yep.
They said that he looks like they said that's
Patrick
his
Mahomes. Yeah, and they sound so close to each other. I'm
It's
Ken
so
Powers. I'm
Oh,
Ken
it's so
Powers.
bad.
So good.
Hilarious. So next week, what we got coming up for people next week, Spence?
We got some anime coming out, folks.
Anna who?
Anna, huh? So we're gonna be doing Attack on Titan, Dragon Ball Z,
Yep.
and then Teen Titans. But for some reason, I thought they were the same thing. He's like,
Titan. Remember
Teen
the
Titans,
Titans?
right? Teen Titan. Remember Denzel, baby, got Denzel.
Yeah, man.
Strong side.
Yeah. He in anime now? I know he's Japanese. He Blasian?
Yeah.
I know he Blasian.
All right, so we have a few anime things coming out. We'll probably do some other ones, but yeah, so we have those coming up. So with that, I just want to thank everybody for watching. Once again, please hit that subscribe button down below. Yep. Mario's giving head. It's me, Mario.
Why does everyone pervert everything I do, man? I hate it.
Just you do it to yourself. And then yeah, so click on our website, buy our merch, like all our pages. All right, I'm Spencer. That's Nas. This is a different Spectrum podcast.
I love everybody. Find the good things in people. Find the good things in people. Much love. Peace.